Support.
The maestro, please!
Welcome to another episode of Bad Audio, because I'm out of the country right now. This will be for the week of
July 23rd, 2019.
On this day in music back in 1983, Metallica released their debut album on Megaforce Records, Kill 'Em All. Nothing new here, but Andrea Bocelli's C is still number one. I'm actually half tempted to see how long it's been number one. I imagine there's been some fluctuation.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Good time, a good time.
We gon' have a time.
Good time, a good time.
We gon' have a time.
This is their second studio album. We looked at their first studio album last year, and I'll say it actually is a fairly good follow-up. So if you liked the first one, you're most likely going to like this one as well.
Singing.
I love rock and roll. I got a good feeling. Got a good feeling. I got a good feeling about you.
Fairly typical for a 311 album, and if you've been chopping at the bit since 2017's Mosaic, well, now you finally have something to sink your teeth into.
It's bigger than hip hop.
Nothing new here, but an interesting thing to note is Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentleys has surged back up to number 5, probably because of all the work he's been doing lately. So slightly different from his last trilogy of Dive, Awake, and Epic, it has much more of an indie sound and really hits home that Tycho is more about ambient sound. In addition, the vocalist Saint Sinner is on 5 of the tracks on the album.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
Dreaming, Indigo. Baby, what you wanna do tonight? What you got for me to try?
Fun fact, if you like the cover art for the album, it was actually designed by a graffiti artist, Saturno. So if you enjoy the cover, I suggest checking out his other work as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse.
Well, Old Town Road is officially tied for the longest running number 1 song of all time, and it actually is projected to beat it. So stay tuned next week when I inevitably talk about that.
I'm all in my bag, as hard as it get. I do not snort powder, I might take a sip. I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some fiends, I love them to death.
It's funny when looking through all the tracks on this album, as they all have very long lists of contributing artists for every song, except of course for J. Cole's Middle Child, which just lists J. Cole.
Why do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
I know I alluded to it last week, but I'm just saying, if this is still up here next week, I'm gonna have to play a different song. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
Surprising absolutely no one that this is the number 1 album this week. Regardless, this is actually quite a diverse collection of songs, probably attributed to the fact that these are all collaborations that Ed Sheeran did with other artists. Hopefully you got all that through my janky audio setup, but don't worry, next week it is also still going to be janky because I'm still going to be out of the country. So look forward to that.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro,